Hey guys, how's it going? This is AntDude and welcome back to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Today, we're tackling Grape Garden, and honestly, right off the bat, I really have no idea why this place is called Grape Garden. I really don't. They are sticking with the whole idea of, hey, you know, I said this before, the first letter of every color in the rainbow is Roy G. Biv. You backwards that, and then you make a word. And, you know, Vegetable Valley, Ice Cream Island, so on and so forth. So, hey, you know, you got two G's going. Good for them. But there's nothing grape related, nothing food related whatsoever, and nothing garden related. Unless garden maybe is a euphemism for the sky? Because this is all sky based. I don't get it! This is the first time I'm actually just like questioning the logistics of Kirby at this point. Before this, I was all happy and giddy, but now I'm all, what? I don't get it. But hey, no. I was gonna say, but hey! Now I'm all happy because I have a UFO. And UFOs are cool. There was the ball ability that I think there's a second. Yep. Alright, you can go on your own way. We'll handle that later on. There's a couple more of those throughout the game, and they're like the dumbest ability. So there's that. But we have switches. Who doesn't love a good switch from time to time? What's interesting as well is this could have happened earlier and I just didn't notice it. But we have enemy recolors now. Like there's a blue Waddle Doo. And I'm sure we've seen others that I talked over. And, I don't know why. I don't remember if the, NES game did that, but I feel like if it did, that's mainly because the NES you can't really trust when it comes to color palettes. Especially at the end of the NES's life. They'll do anything they could to make sure all the colors on the screen made sense. Now, I guess they're just doing it to add a little bit of variety to the enemies, I guess? It's another odd choice. Grape Garden is clearly a very odd place. Like, there you go. The Sparky guy. Don't remember its name, but it was blue. So why not? You know what, but all weird, not serious nitpicking aside, I really love Grape Garden. Grape Garden and the sky-based levels were... It's like the first time in this game that I really got to understand like what atmosphere in video games can be like. And considering this is already one of the first games I ever played, that's why I keep citing this as like the game that ignited this unhealthy hobby. But we're gonna get to a level, I believe it's I want to say it's the next one, that I already had like this appreciation for the sky, and then when I got to see it in video game form, oh, that sucked, but I'll be okay. But just something about it, and also in combination with the music, it just made it a wondrous experience. And now we get to take out some Poppy Bros. Before we get too philosophical, let's deal with a little bit of violence. Sounds good to me. I'll take that, thank you. You're donezo. I like the silhouette once again. Oh, but it doesn't wipe the smile off of Poppy Bros' stupid face. Not yet. Come on, one more bomb. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, now he had no more smile because he was dead. That's what he gets. But now I got Crash, and boom. Perfect. We're killing it so far, and I'm having a good time. I just hope that the next level is the one where I get to gush a little bit. Is it? Is it? Yes, I can tell, just because there's actually airships in the back. It's another minor thing too, but some platformers, when they try going back and say, like, when they make a new platformer and it like harkens back to the old days, one of the things that I love that a lot of game developers don't really focus on anymore is when a level portal gives you a hint of what you're about to go into. Like here, oh, there's airships. Maybe there's airships in the level. Oh, well, not yet, but we'll get to that. They will. But I feel like there's a lot of platformers that don't do that anymore. I was always bothered by that with like New Super Mario Bros. How like every level in World 1 is a grass level. Whatever happens inside, that's up for you to figure out. It's again, a very minor thing, but I guess I'm always stuck in that mentality because that's what I liked as a kid. So therefore, that is my doctrine. I stick to that and will preach that whenever need be. But hey, here's the airship part that I love so dearly. Something about like the moving background and the fact we are on airships and there's actually a wind effect. I had never seen anything to that level before. Back when I was still only playing the NES as a kid. It was such a wondrous thing to see. that games could be something like this, more than just Mario, I guess. It's hard to really be like, yeah, man, this was the best game I had ever played of, like, the 4 that I had played back in the day. As opposed to now, where that number approaches, like, the 4 digits. But, I don't know. This game always puts me in that good old nostalgia feeling, and I just gush about it constantly. But now we get to rush a little bit. Adios. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Green Bronto Berts. Oh, God. They're, like, more angry than before. This is terrible. Having high jump here is an awful idea. I said as I went and got it back a second time. We got this. Nope. Whew. There's an arena in this world, too. And while I did show off the previous ones, I don't think I'm going to show it off here. Because I am, like, 100% positive that it is backdrop. So you fight Bugsy for it. And these levels typically throw out, or they put you in a lot of tight corridors. So having backdrop just doesn't seem all that efficient to me. Yeah, there we go. There it is. What timing I had. So, I'm just not gonna bother. Oh, but I can check out Ball, finally. Are you ready for this, Majesty? There you go, there's Ball. So I am now a ball, and I can roll around like crazy with really slippery momentum. Holy cow. And then if you hold the A button, you do a jump, and then whenever you glow, you're invulnerable. That's, okay, maybe not. That was weird. I was glowing. Maybe if I'm glowing, but I'm right at the bottom of the floor, or the top of the floor, whatever, when I'm ready to bounce again, maybe, that's an opening for taking damage. I don't know, but I took damage. This is a dumb ability. I mean, it also makes traversal a pain. If you want the extra challenge of doing this, by all means, but it's adding nothing. See? There you go. There's that. There's the ball ability. Have a good time. That's like, I think that's probably the weakest of the entire game. Because there is sleep, which honestly, it legitimately just puts Kirby to sleep. But at least that's humorous. Oh god, okay. I thought this was later on. This is gonna be a bad time. So, what I gotta do now is hit that bomb switch and then race the fuse to the bottom of this room. I've only gotten this, like, very, very rarely, so it's not gonna go over very well. Are you excited? I hope so. I gave you time to answer. Let's go. I'm scared. I just gotta get past. Dang it. Okay. Holy cow! Oh! Whew! And I screwed up. And I still made it. You don't realize how happy I am that I got that recorded. I've gotten it before, but I've never screwed up and got knocked out of wheel and then still got it. So, I will take that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get rid of you because I don't want you for the boss. What's funny is the only thing you get is that 1-up. The other door that was already readily accessible would have just brought me here anyway, so that, like, one of the most challenging 1-ups to get throughout the entire game. There is another fuse puzzle, where early on there was the whole bit where I lit a fuse and raced to a cannon. There's another one like that later on that just gives you 1-ups, but it's really challenging. But that's later on. I should talk about this guy too, because this guy is interesting. There was no elephant in Kirby's Adventure. It was another bug. Do the move on me. So there you go. This is the guy who gives you throw. Boom. As evidenced by the fact he just threw me. But in Adventure, it was another bug. And my assumption is that they saw Bugsy, who gives you backdrop, and they said, we don't want another bug who gives you, like, a very similar ability. So they just changed it to an elephant. Why not? I don't think you ever see that bug mini-boss ever again in the entire series. I could be wrong, it could show up in some mini-game or something, but I think that's the only time you see it. So there was a new mini-boss. That's one of the cool things that Nightmare in Dreamland added to the formula. Not like it really matters, because I have throw right now, and throw is fairly dumb. What do we got here? Oh, there's sleep and ball. Lovely. I'm gonna go with neither of them. There's a moment in the game later on where I'll be able to show off sleep, and it'll be I guess, more entertaining. I'm not just gonna go and get sleep from a museum. That's lame. I gotta earn my sleep. I want to make this back. Although to be fair, Kirby looks kind of cool with the blue bandana. He's gotta fully admit, he looks kind of cooler with that than the red one. Because blue, oh boy. The blue works well with his pink complexion, as opposed to the red, which just sort of blends in. You guys are toast. I'll give it credit though, the throw is kind of cool for this fight. Considering, like, most abilities are useless for these encounters. Boom! Makes you feel kind of good. Because, like, the screen shakes a little bit when you hit an enemy towards the wall. So, it may be a dumb ability, but at least it feels nice when using it. I don't think it ever shows up again. I think Backdrop does show up again, because I want to say Suplex as a move in later games. Or maybe it is called Suplex, I don't know. You can't, right now, you cannot, like, trust me to be 100% honest, or honest? 100% knowledgeable about Kirby. But I feel like Throw we definitely don't see again, because what's the purpose of having an ability that lets you inhale and throw out an enemy again? It's about as dumb as Superstar's copy move, which was really dumb. It was a copy ability that lets you copy someone's ability. So there's that. No, okay. Whew. We're doing pretty good so far. Nothing catastrophic. There was that one death with ball, but that was bound to happen, realistically. I'm just looking forward to the boss. I feel like I was hyping up this boss. Like, I think it was episode 2. I was hyping up the boss. So I'm looking forward to that. You're getting too close, Mr. Clock. Not happening. And it slices clock in two. Didn't even get a chance to knock out a music note. The poor guy. Oh, here's the room I also talked about earlier. Wait, there you go. There's the switch. This is the only other room in the game where you get the light ability. No, that's not happening. The light ability will be a little ways forward. There you go. So you get the light ability, you light up the room. That one door shows up. There you go. You don't even need it. You just gotta know where the door is, and you're fine. And you never see that enemy again. Well, Kaboo went fast. I think the light enemy shows up as like an Easter egg where like one of the collectibles in Triple Deluxe was that enemy, but otherwise, rest in peace. Here we have another, well, puzzle, I guess. If you hit that middle one first, it blocks out the block that would push the one up. So you just gotta do it in the right order, or otherwise you won't get the one up. There was a puzzle. Hope you had a good time. So they really, like, I'll give them credit. Again, when you have abilities like Throw, which seem pretty useless, at least they gave abilities that are ultimately pretty useless, like Stone, but they occasionally threw in a couple puzzles that you use, like, in the room right after you get the ability. Good on them, I guess. But we're about to wrap things up with this boss. One of the coolest ones in the game. It's Kracko! We finally get to use high jump to a cool extent. We gotta keep flying upwards, because if we don't, he'll destroy the clouds under us and we'll die. No one wants that. And then we fight him when we get to the top. And it's interesting that Kracko would then go on to become one of the more, well, reused. Seems like a bad turn of phrase. One of the, he returns a lot. He's a big returning boss in later Kirby games. I think he took a bit of a hiatus because I don't think he showed up again until Squeak Squad, I think was his grand return. But then he returned in Epic Yarn and Triple Deluxe, and he was really cool in Triple Deluxe. But this is the extent of what he does. He just sort of flies around, shoots electricity, and shoots enemies at you. There you go. I demonstrated Kracko, and now he's dead. And I got the star. Sweet. Next time on Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, it's Yogurt Yard. I'm getting these names right. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. See, I told you.